Good morning, everybody. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe, doing the show called TBR Sports Programme. It's not me only. I'm joined by Tshepang, last born Kgole. Tshepang, will you kindly greet the viewers?
Yes, good morning to the viewers out there, and also to you, Mr. Shabalala. Good morning, and yeah, man, another jam-packed show with a lot of news. Hope everyone enjoys the show. Thank you very much.
We start on a somber note, in the sense that we lost two people close to our hearts. One being Riky Rick, the musician, and the other one being Jacob Ntho Enhle, Selematsela, who used to host the show with us. This show is going to be dedicated to the two gentlemen. So I want us to take a moment of silence just to allow them to rest in peace. Thank you. We are back again. You know, the Wednesday was very bad, really, really bad. Especially for me, I had a lot of work to do. But very early in the morning, Frank called me very early. My children, they don't call me most of the time. When they call me, there's always a crisis. Well, there and there, Frank does call me just to chat. Maybe we chat about football or anything, social things. But they don't call much. When they call, I know that there must be something. But when he called in the morning, because I have a private line, which I don't give to anyone, especially when I sleep. Only them can access me on that line. So if there's an emergency, they know where to get hold of me. So when that phone rang, I was a little bit worried what's happening. And then by then, he wasn't sure. He said to me, Pa, I'm going to share something very sad. I hope, can you see that?
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah. For the viewers out there, Frank is on the right-hand side, Rick is on the left-hand side. When he called me, he said, I'm not sure, Pa, but I'm still going to verify. It was very early. I'm told that it's him who said that Ricky has, has passed on. Right? Then I said, but he said, I'm just going to verify first. Okay. I got dumbfounded. I just kept quiet for a moment. I'm not easily, getting emotional. That's how I am, basically. But that shook me, because Frank and Ricky come a long way. Ricky was a son to me. He was like a son to me, all right? And then he said, but I'll confirm once I've verified. In other words, he was going to go to Ricky's place to go and get it from the family. All right, then he went over there, and of course, it was confirmed that that's what happened. Now, people might ask, we are doing a sports program. Why are we talking about Riky and Frank, who are musicians? I'm talking about them because these are young people, just like Tshepang, who are close to my heart, that I talk to them all the time, trying to give them guidance where I can, where it's possible, based on the fact that we are now experienced, we have traveled the road, so we can share the information that we share on whatever challenges that they have. Now, if I may just outline the interaction that we had with Riky, the first time when he came here to come and see Frank, Frank was still staying here. I was in the dining room sitting, I think it was on a Sunday. Normally I watch football, but it was earlier than that, around about 10 in the morning. He came in, and then he greeted very well, driving a very expensive car, very respectful, I must add. Greeted me very nicely with a lot of respect. And then we then greeted my wife, meaning Frank's mom. And then Frank was in his room together with Dels. And then he went to that room because that room was a studio. That's where his studio started. How they played music, they were talking, well, they were going about with their business. But what really struck me was that level of respect that he showed, and the mere fact that he went out of his way to come and see him. I know Frank has been interacting with a whole lot of others who are doing well in the industry, but this one was the first one who just came out and just come and see him. That's how humble the young man was. Thereafter, I had some few interactions with him, but not much. We're not talking much, to be honest, but very respectful. So that's what I can say about him. And at some point, I would say to Frank, Riky, I like the way he thinks. He's just like how I do things. He does so many things, that's how I do things. I like doing many things. So, I was impressed by that because I could see some similarity between him and myself in terms of doing many things. All right. Tshepang, I'm sure you don't know that I was a DJ at some point. So I've been in music for some time. So maybe that's where Frank got the music back. Of course, Frank spent most of his time with me in my car listening to music. I used to rap a lot. And then you would listen to that. So probably that's where he got the back. Yeah, as you can see them there, they are holding the award that they won for the best remix. I've got the award here with me. All right. I hope you can see it. The same award that they are holding there. So Tshepang, that's it in a nutshell. I don't know what you want to say.
Yes, we have lost an icon there. I remember the day when he came actually to the house in our area in Bashley North when he came to visit Frank. That was the first time I think they actually met because as Frank told us the story, Riky just called him, just gave him a call from nowhere, and then he had asked to meet up with him, and then Riky had said that he doesn't mind coming over to Bashley North to the house, I remember that day very well, and a couple of us around Bashley North, we were actually present on the day when Riky Rick came over, you know, and he actually went out of the car and greeted everyone, you know, when he stopped by, and which was very heartwarming because he's a very humble human being. He was a very humble human being. That's the day which I think we'll all be thankful towards him, even everyone, you know, when everyone is just talking around our area saying that we thank him for giving Frank and Dels the opportunity to be where they are right now. We can never thank him enough, you know. We appreciate all that he has done for them and to put them where they are right now, you know. And the other members within the music industry as well, you know, because he was one person who would put so many people on within the music industry and gave so many young people opportunities, you know, and he's still doing that, you know. So he was just a person of giving, you know, and I think that's the one thing that saddens us the most and a lot of people, because he was a person who gives a lot, you know. He was always within the people and giving people opportunities, you know. Such people are very hard to find, but I guess we thank God for giving us such a person in this life, and for us to actually witness it, you know, and experience all the work that he has done, you know, within the communities and within South Africa as a whole. So yeah, these are very sad news. But as he would say, you know, there's a quote that he likes using, and it's been trending since Wednesday. He says that we never die, but we multiply, you know. So yeah, may his legacy live on, and yeah, rest in peace, Riky Rick. We love you so much.
Now, just to add, you know, this boy, as you said, to add to what you are saying by giving, he had a very good heart. People don't know the effort that he put himself to promote whole thing, literally, you know. Literally, he was going out, making sure that whole thing becomes big, and then spending his resources to help Frank. And for me, not many people do that, and then without expecting anything from him back. Um, yeah, he was a great man. He was a great man at his age. He was still very young, 35 years. Was still very young. But like I've seen before, experience teaches you so many things. People who move the mountains, they move so quicker. I mean, at his age, at the age of 35, he had accumulated so much. And in terms of music industry, he has done a lot. When I was just checking on Instagram, he had about 2.1 million followers, just Instagram. The boy was good, very intelligent, thinking outside the box. He was not only a musician, he was also a business person. We never had an opportunity to hang around with him, share more knowledge with him to strengthen um, his ability, because I still believe the young man had a lot of talent and ability. But you know what? Who are we to say what? Only God knows. God has the plan, and God has the time. We all have time, but God's time and plan are perfect. And God is not stupid. Anything that has been done by God, there is a reason. And then along those lines, I want to say to the Makhado family, may Ricky's soul rest in eternal peace. And then condolences to you guys. And then, we are looking forward to know more, because I knew only Ricky. And then, sure, I'm still committed to know the son. I'm told there was a son and a daughter and a brother. They told me about the younger brother. Yeah, that would be nice to meet them going forward. But Fanas, that was it. And then not only that, an hour after that, I got another call. While I was still reminiscing about this thing, I got a call. We have a group, TBR Sports Program on WhatsApp group. Very nice group where we chat and then people laugh at each other's teams. There are a whole lot of jokes. That group is so exciting. I've heard people saying, when I'm bored, there's nothing to do. I would simply go to that chat group and look at the things that are being said there. And then one laughs and then one buys time. It's a very exciting group. Got so many people there contributing positively. And then there's a whole lot, I can name them. So now, one guy, a friend of mine, my neighbor, Mr. Robert Mpiani, who's a very ardent member of the sports program, not only the sports program, is active on the group, Mr. Robert Mpiani, called me just to verify. Is it true that Jakey passed on? I said, Jake, which one? In fact, he said, Brajay. Oh, well, we all know Brajay as Jomoson. And then I said, I still wanted to hear what's happening. Remember, Jomoson was my all-time favorite soccer player, together with Lionel Messi. Then he said, no, Brajay, Jacob Selematsela. I got shocked. I must tell you. Because, me and Jackie, we've been talking almost every now and again, especially at night, because I get more freer at night. So I would call him and talk. Even the night before he passed on, I called him. And then I think it was late, because those were the times that we would talk. I think it was 12 midnight. I called him. He said, hey, I'm asleep. Of course, I expected him to be asleep. He said, I'm asleep. But I said, no, it's fine. Let's talk tomorrow. I think that was my we had a whole lot of crime in this area. It was bad. So then we organized ourselves into a group, patrol our streets and so on. Well, fortunately enough, they identified me as the chairperson of the structure. And then Jackie was one of the people who were with us. Slowly but sure, he, came closer, talked to me. Then we became friends. He wanted to learn so many things. I taught him so many things, I must be honest. And then he kept on confessing, you taught me so many things. You taught me how to build a business. You taught me so many things. And I had forgotten about all those things. And then that's how close we were. And then a very loving person, bubbly, laughing all the time. He introduced me to Thabo Ramahapi. But I understand Thabo Ramahapi is in our group, the TBR Sports Program. He called me, said, I've got this guy, Thabo Ramahapi. I want him to join our group. But according to Thabo has been knowing me for some time now, during the time of while I was still a DJ. Apparently used to frequent where I used to be a DJ. And then, Lucky tells me that he used to follow me a lot in terms of the music that I used to play. So Thabo has been a very exciting person. He introduced me to me. And Thabo teases everybody in the group. He's a big Buccaneer fan. And then he always teases Kaizer Chiefs. He doesn't want to tease anyone else but Kaizer Chiefs. So Jackie's a Chiefs fan. And Thabo, he throws jokes that sometimes can hurt those people who are faint-hearted. And I'll say to Jake, hey, he said, nah, no, don't worry about Thabo. He's like that. Don't get angry at him, you know. He likes pulling people's legs. And they were big friends, Jackie and Thabo. And then Jackie introduced me to Zoom, guys. Today I'm using Zoom. It was Jackie. He came here very excited. Hey, Bohoti, there's this platform, man. Having meetings, and then you, because you train people all over the country, and then this is gonna make it easy for you. And then I said, what is that, man? You know, we are scared of technology. And I'll show you, man. And then he would connect from his home, and then I connect, and then tried, and then we struggled, and then finally came here at my place. He showed me in front of the PC. That was Jackie. That was Jackie. And then he worked with me in the foundation. As you can see, these are the pictures of the foundation the Big R Foundation, which focuses on educating people on finance. And Jackie was a very good man. He had this drive. He started his own school. And guess what? He had already managed to get a license of his school. And then as I speak, the school has already started as we speak. That's Jackie for you. Very energetic, very laughing, and full of love. And then I remember when we were doing this show, he came by default. You know, I think I was doing it with Paige Mashangu, and then I can't remember with who. And Jackie came in, you know. Initially, we just invited him, but as time goes on, and then he became regular to the show. And then I decided to keep him. And he loved doing the show. He loved doing this. You could see when we were doing, he was looking forward to it all the time. Sometime when we were about to shoot the show and then he's late, you say, no, Mkhosi, just wait for me. I'm still in the traffic, I'm coming. That's how Jackie was. Very nice. And then, yes, he has been sick for a while now. And then I've been visiting him from time to time to his place. We would hang around and talk. Very happy, happy person at all times. That's Jackie. Yeah, Tshepang. That's all I can say about Jackie so far. There's a lot to talk about Jackie, but I just want to wrap up. You know, I wanted to say those few words. So what can you say? How do you know Jackie?
Yes, just to be brief, yeah, man. When I also received the news also on the day, it was I was very sad because very emotional as well because Mr. Jackie was one person who, when I started getting to know him better, you know, when I started getting to know him more and better, you know, with times when I started the show, and luckily I didn't know that he was actually a family with Mr. Teris Kosana. Yes, yeah. Teris Kosana, yes, you know. And that's when it actually kind of gave me that knowledge that he's surrounded by a very wise man, and the football background as a whole, you know, the information that he would give and the analysis, you know, when it comes to sports. So I could actually tell that yes, it's clear, and it shows that he has one of the sporting icons, legends in South Africa, you know, by his side, you know, and he actually picked up something from him, you know. So with me being surrounded by him, you know, I've learned a lot from him, you know, because that was one thing I was thinking about, that he has groomed me to be who I am today, you know. Even when I started the show, the kind of teachings that he has taught me, and grooming me in a manner of, I'm not sure if he has noticed or he saw it, but I could actually study him. I would actually study him each and every time when we do the show, and just to see how he actually manages the whole show, and how he just dictate the show, So I learned quite a lot from him, and yeah, man, he actually mentored me to a point whereby I actually wanted to do what he's actually doing when we do when we always do our shows, But something just told me that I'm learning from him, and it will come a time whereby I would actually do what he was actually doing. So yeah, these were very sad news, but I know that he has left something and a mark for us to actually embark on and take over, from him, and actually make things better, because he had laid a foundation for us within the show, actually, and he has given us a direction, So I'm truly grateful for that and for all he has done for us. And I'll just miss his debates when it comes to Kaiser Chiefs. Yeah, you wouldn't tell Mr. Jackie anything. You wouldn't tell him anything. He would actually justify Chiefs by all costs and by any means. So having someone like that and a diehard supporter like that, it's very rare. So yeah, may his family find closure and strength, and may also rest in peace. We'll miss him very much.
Sorry. As we speak now, we are paying tribute to Riky and him. I can tell you, if Jackie was here paying tribute to Riky, he would always wanted to at least chip something about Chiefs. That's how passionate he was about Chiefs. All the time, he wanted to say something about Chiefs. And sometimes when I say, no, today let us not talk about Chiefs. And you could see that he wasn't happy, that's Jackie. So he'll be laid to rest tomorrow, which is Sunday. The service started at 8 in the morning at Citibank section in Tembisa. And then the road to the funeral, or to the cemetery, will be leaving at 10 o'clock. So, like you said, may his soul rest in peace. I expected a lot from Jackie, and there was a lot coming. He had a very big heart, In fact, to be precise, the legendary Jerry Skosane, the former Orlando Pirates utility striker, who won Pirates the Star, married his younger sister. So that's how they are related with Jerry. So it's a very nice one. So immediately after I heard the news, I rushed straight to the home. And then the sister, the wife to Jerry, was there. The wife was there. The kids were there. The younger brother, Tshepang, whom I was meeting for the first time, was there. And they look the same, the younger brother. But he was much bigger than, he's much bigger than Jackie in terms of the stature. And then the brother was telling me that, he has been telling a lot about you. We knew you even before we met you. That's how close we were, myself and Jackie. Bafanas, that's how far we can go as far as this show is concerned. Thank you for taking your time. I know that you have a tournament to attend, but I know that during lunch hour, we'll be doing our last show for the day. And then thank you. May you just bid the viewers farewell.
Yes. To the viewers out there, thank you very much. And where we, as a country, are in mourning, I could say. It's been a very difficult week for us, as we've lost our icons. But I wish upon strength and, and a lot of guidance within everyone, and may everyone find peace, To the Makhado family, strength to you, and may God be with you. And to also Mr. Jackie's family, nothing but strength towards you also. And may you find strength, and God is always with you. Rest in peace. You will never be missed. You will forever be missed, and we will never forget you. We will never forget you guys, and the legacy continues, and will carry on all that you have that all you have taught us, and we'll carry it with us, and we'll grow from there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bafana. Much appreciated. Please, people, we appreciate your support. Continue to subscribe, continue to like, continue to comment. And thank you very much to Mr. Mpiane for alerting me about Jackie. When these things happen, people forget. When I arrived there, the family was saying, we're looking for your number to call you quickly. But it happens, man. You even forget people who are very, very close when these things happen. Thank you very much. May their soul rest in peace. Will continue to carry their flag high, and then their legacy will continue. Thank you.
Thank you very much.